C'est l'heure de vous laisser bercer au son des plus grands hits flibustiers. Avec Capt'n Smoo et quartiers mettent sa claire au micro. Ils savent comment vous enflammer. C'est là où les vieux loups de mer font la fête. Oh, 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 oh.
Smell of liberty lies in the winds they tell. The story of a treasure hunt and a forgotten spell. We back the winds and set the sails to appear in fugitives. We start the journey without faith and treasure gold and clouds get. Over the waves and the storms we fly with a barrel of rock, no green, merciless we cannot die. No second life, no second try. Merciless, we kill or die. Side by side. The clock is gone, the meat is out. All its life is hard to live. The treasure will help out the dough. We're looking for a rocky cliff. Over there's a silent shore. Said they what we're looking for. Anchor in the shadows here, that's how I pay. Over the waves and the storms we fly with a barrel of rock, no drink. Merciless, we cannot die. No second life, no second try. Merciless, we cannot die. Side by side. when a ship will blunder. Do the revolt is what we have to do, so we're not forgiven. The wind has blown a course, and we thank it for what's given. The gift of sailing the seas with the walls to stop our hearts. Pirates, we're proud to be so. We are sails and the war guns. Pirates, we're glad to be so. We are sails and the war guns. Pirates, we're proud to be so. We are sails and the war guns. Pirates, we're glad to be so. We are sails and the war guns.
Le navire est parti ce matin sur les flots. 300 livres de whisky et 100 de turboyaux. Les voiles déjà s'effacent au bout de l'horizon. Bientôt le face à face sera là pour de bon. À bord les hommes sont prêts pour ces derniers combats, armés de leurs épées jusqu'au dernier trépas. Pour l'honneur des forbans et des coureurs des mers, de nos aciers tranchants nous croiserons le fer. De gloire et d'honneur pour tous les pirates, il est temps faire une l'heure. Tenus libres, enchaînés, pas de quartier aujourd'hui, nous gagnons notre liberté. Jour de gloire et d'honneur pour tous les pirates, il est temps faire une l'heure. Tenus libres, enchaînés, pas de quartier aujourd'hui, nous gagnons notre liberté. Plus l'affrontement s'approche et plus la tension monte, tous ces truands si proches, je peux dire que ça nous remonte. Tellement près de la côte sont tombés à cause d'eux. Le roi et toute sa flotte pensent qu'on sera mis aux cieux. Nos gradés du Seigneur croient qu'ils sont mieux que nous. Mais combien d'écumeurs s'en vont la corde au cou. On peut pas continuer à poursuivre dans cette voie. On est prêt à lutter pour changer tous nos droits. Gloire et d'honneur pour tous les pirates, il est enfin venu l'heure. choc, violemment à présent. On entend des bruits de coq et une balle hurlement. De nos sabres serrés, nous répondons sur leur pont. Sans merci, sans pitié, nous les attaquerons. Jusqu'à ce que coule leur sang, souillés par la noblesse. Qu'ils soient nus, qu'ils soient sans, ils baiseront nos fesses. Trop de sang a coulé, des corps flottent sur les flots. Le roi est dans nos rangs, seul est à notre merci. Ses ministres en mourant, pour lui c'est bien fini. On peut se demander, au final si tout ça va vraiment tout changer. Pour nous autres ici-bas, suffit que notre gradé devienne notre supérieur. Pour tout recommencer avec ce gouverneur.
De Saint-Malo à Gatineau, le Festival des Pirates fait vibrer les foules et réveille l'âme pirate en vous. Avec plus de 150 modules immersifs, des spectacles enflammés, des personnages hauts en couleurs et une ambiance unique au monde. Chaque escale devient une véritable odyssée, que vous soyez vieux loups de mer ou moussaillons en quête de trésors. Venez vivre l'expérience pirate le plus immersif des 7 mers. Rassemblez votre équipage, préparez vos voix et embarquez dans un voyage où l'imaginaire prend le large. Le Festival des Pirates International, là où l'aventure commence.
Up
told me when I was just a lad. Sailor's life was very hard, the food was always bad. Now I've joined the Navy upon a man of war. Now I find a sailor ain't a sailor anymore. You don't hold on the ropes, you don't climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be your last. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. Sailor ain't a sailor anymore. The killer of a mess, he says we've had it soft. Wasn't like this in his day when he was up aloft. We like our bunks and sleeping bags, but what's a hammock for? Swinging from the deckhand or lying on the floor. You don't hold on the rope, you don't climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be your last. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. Sailor ain't a sailor anymore. They gave us an engine that first went up and down. Then with more technology, that engine went around. We're good with steam and diesel, but what's a mania for? A stoker ain't a stoker with a shovel anymore. You don't hold on the rope, you don't climb up a mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be your last. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. Sailor ain't a sailor anymore. They gave us an Aldous lamp and we can do it right. They gave us a radio, we signal day and night. We know our codes and ciphers, but what's a semaphore? A bunting toaster doesn't toast a bunting anymore. You don't hold on the rope, you don't climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be last. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. Sailor ain't a sailor anymore. Sailor ain't a sailor anymore. 2 cans of beer a day, and that's your bleeding lot. But now we get an extra one because they stopped the tide. We'll put on our civic clothes and find a pub ashore. A sailor's still a sailor, just like he was before. You don't hold on the rope, you don't climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be last. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. Sailor ain't a sailor anymore. You don't hold on the rope, you don't climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be last. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. Sailor ain't a sailor anymore.
As I walk along the lonely shore of life, I'm wondering, don't know why is it so hard to let go all that I believe. Leave the child inside me on the road for the man I must become. I hope I find a place where I belong. The night is dark, I need to find a lighthouse on the coast. It should lead me and it's light my mind and drive away my ghost. I only learned the power of love, but many times I failed. As I could free myself from all my chains. As I could free myself from all my chains. Here I go, a castaway, try to turn my storm to silence. Here I go against the dark to find the light. Here I go against the rain to find my soul in some asylum, till I find peace for my broken heart. My prideful mind is always false to my pure and humble heart. Always leads me to the wrong decision till I fall apart. Responsibility, it must reign over happiness, but my idealistic soul won't acquiesce. But my idealistic soul won't acquiesce. Here I go, a castaway, try to turn my storm to silence. Here I go against the dark to find the light. Here I go against the rain to find my soul in all asylum, till I find peace for my broken heart. So I find myself in doubt, but I'm holding on. It's a lifelong blackout, but I'm holding on. I feel I lost my route, but I'm holding on. Desperately I'm crying out that I'm holding on. Here I go, a castaway, try to turn my storm to silence. Here I go against the dark to find the light. Here I go against the rain to find my soul in all asylum, till I find peace for my broken heart. Till I find peace for my broken heart. Till I find peace for my broken heart.
Douce nuit, sainte nuit, tout est calme, plus de bruit. C'est Noël et là-haut dans le ciel, une étoile d'un éclat irréel brille au loin sur le monde, comme un beau rêve infini.
Chaude nuit, folle nuit, quel bordel pour Noël. L'équipage au complet rassemblé pour chanter, picoler et danser. C'est la fête sur le bateau, que le rhum c'est
Ici le capitaine. Je vous souhaite de passer de très bonnes fêtes de fin d'année et que vos cales soient remplies d'or. Je vous laisse en compagnie de l'équipage qui a un dernier mot à vous dire. Ah non, autant pour moi. Joyeux Noël!
Au Festival des Pirates International, la communication navigue à toute voile grâce à nos médias uniques, l'Écho des mers. Il y a la télépirate Pavillon en vue, le magazine L'Écho des mers, le site web festivaldespirates.ca ou .com et bien sûr la radio pirate L'Écho des mers. Ces plateformes font rayonner l'univers pirate à travers le monde. Reportages, entrevues, coulisses des festivals, histoires, musique, humour, découverte de la communauté internationale pirate. Chaque média ouvre une nouvelle fenêtre sur l'aventure, connectant les équipages des 5 continents et donnant vie aux histoires qui font vibrer notre grande famille pirate. Le module communication et les médias, l'Écho des mers, là où la voix des pirates se font entendre aux 4 vents.
Hey, follow me to death or liberty. Now join our crew. Trust me, you leave your life behind. A free heart, a free life, and a free mind. Now go take a blade and follow me. Follow me with pride. Give up your life and stay with us. I'm exit in the storm. Give up your life and stay with us. The hearts of people are like the dawn. Give up your life and stay with us. The one that's still inspired us. Take some aim, take some rust. Give up your life and stay with us. Hey, you joined the crew, and now it's me to tell you who to screw. I'll make you rich if you hear my command. If not, one to blank you understand. Go take a blade and follow me. Follow me with pride. Give up your life and stay with us. I'm exit in the storm. Give up your life and stay with us. The hearts of people are like the dawn. Give up your life and stay with us. The one that's still inspired us. Take some aim, take some rust. Give up your life and stay with us. No winds could ever harm my bark, you said. Said the winds had always been your fair fellow. Oh, you wanted too much. But fortune doesn't favor fools. Every man knows wagons are for cowards and horses for the weak. So eat and feed on this rotten raft. Hey! Give up your life and stay with us. I'm exit in the storm. Give up your life and stay with us. The heart of giving a life to draw. Give up your life and stay with us. The one that's stealing and fired us. Take some bravery, take some dust. Give up your life and stay with us. Give up your life and stay with us. I'm exit in the storm. Give up your life and stay with us. The heart of giving a life to draw. Give up your life and stay with us. The one that's stealing and fired us. Take some bravery, take some dust. Give up your life and stay with us.
face à moi, grimpés sur leur grand mât, beauté d'un océan caressé par le vent. Je revois leur visage, compagnons de sillage, frères d'un idéal rassemblé sous nos voiles. Toutes ces années passées, liberté retrouvée, je n'en changerai aucune, ça sera sans rancune. Des souvenirs plein les yeux, je m'en vais heureux, mon visage réchauffé par un soleil radieux. Et cette foule amassée avec les poings serrés, criant on ne sait quoi, mais pour sûr j'aimerais pas. Et cette foule amassée, ils veulent me faire payer, mais je ne leur en veux pas, ils ne s'imaginent pas ce que c'est d'être libre, rien devoir à personne, trouver son équilibre loin de la couronne. Ce que c'est que de vivre porté par le vent, plutôt que survivre pour un gouvernant. Je regarde confiant les tuniques rouges sang, mon sourire les agace, je reste une menace. Des tambours battant leurs musquets alignés, par ce jour éclatant, je vais m'en aller. Mais je leur accorde un ultime pied de nez, du bout de ma corde ils s'allumeront mes pieds. Oui, je leur accorde un ultime pied de nez, du bout de ma corde ils s'allumeront mes pieds. Grâce à j'en ai vidé des tonneaux de tafia, mes frères m'ont ramené, oh oui, plus qu'une fois. Cette fois c'est différent, ils roulent à mes pieds, c'est dans un voile blanc que vous disparaissez. Mais je leur accorde un ultime pied de nez, du bout de ma corde, ils s'allument mes pieds. Oui, je leur accorde un ultime pied de nez, du bout de ma corde, ils s'allument mes pieds.
I saw 3 ships come sailing in
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
I saw 3 ships come sailing in
on Christmas Day in the morning.
And what was in those ships, all 3?
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
And what was in those ships, all 3?
on Christmas Day in the morning.
3 chests of gold were sighted there.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
3 chests of gold were sighted there.
on Christmas Day in the morning.
We fired a shot across their bow.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
We fired a shot across their bow.
on Christmas Day in the morning.
They ran like dogs, those ships all 3.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
They ran like dogs, those ships all 3.
on Christmas Day in the morning.
We hoisted sail and gave 'em chase.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
We hoisted sail and gave 'em chase.
on Christmas Day in the morning.
Our broadside brought their rigging down.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
Our broadside brought their rigging down.
on Christmas Day in the morning.
We plundered them as stole their gold.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
We plundered them as stole their gold.
on Christmas Day in the morning.
We sent them down to Davy Jones.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
We sent them down to Davy Jones.
on Christmas Day in the morning.
We sailed for winches and for rum.
On Christmas Day, on Christmas Day,
We sailed for winches and for rum.
on Christmas Day in the morning.
Come on, mates! Get your backs into it! Men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil had done for the rest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. The mate was fixed by the
boatswain's pike, the boatswain brain with the marlin spike. And Cookie's throat was marked belike, had been gripped by fingers 10. There they lay, all good dead men, like break of day in the boozing den. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. 15 men on the whole ship's list. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Dead be damned and the rest gone whist. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. The skipper lay with his head in gore, where the scullion's axe his cheek had shore. And the scullion he was stabbed ×4. There they lay and soggy skies dripped down in upstaring eyes. In murk sunset and fall sunrise. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Stiff and stark. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. 10 of the crew got the murder mark. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Was a cutlass swipe or an ounce of lead, or a yawing hole in a battered head. And the scuppers glapped with a rotting red. And there they lay and damn my eyes, looking up at paradise. All souls bound just contrawise. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. 15 men of them good and true. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Every man could have said with old Pew. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. There was chest on chest of Spanish gold, and a ton of plate in the middle hold. And the cabin's riot of stuff untold. And there they lay that took the plum, with sightless glare and lips struck dumb. Well, we all shared by the rule of thumb. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. 15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil had done for the rest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. We wrapped them all in the mainsail tight, with twice 10 turns of the hawser's bight. And we heaved them over and down to sight, with a yo heave ho and a fare ye well. And we watched them sink as the ship's built What do you think we did next, mate? After we'd thrown that bloody, scurvy mess overboard? Well, I tell ya, we all shared by the rule of thumb. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Hey yo ho ho!
Un anglais.
C'est l'ennemi. D'abord, toutes. Hissez les couleurs. Dans le bas de combat. Ouvrez les sabords. Tout le monde à son poste. Soyez prêts. It's a pirate ship, save our soul.
chargé canon, sabre levé, ordre donné, grappin lancé, King paf paf boum, c'est le combat qui retentit en cette nuit. Au son du fer, tous apeurés, les prisonniers bien enchaînés. Au nom du roi, sans foi ni loi, nos lieutenants nous donnent ses droits. Monts et marées, mers déchaînées, tonitruant, rien d'emballant. Le pont qui tangue, les voix qui branlent, les canons tonnent pour la couronne. Voici, voici, voici le sang quartier, voici, voici, voici le sang quartier. Ainsi on voit des profondeurs de la noirceur, le grand kraken.
Poulet rabais! Démantez-le! Feu! Feu! Préparez les grappins!
Amenez les voiles!
Lancez les grappins! À l'abordage! Pas de quartier! Pour la roi!
Voici la croix, tous sont hargneux, jeunes et vieux, riches et gueux. Cet abordage, bel étalage d'alcool et d'or, quel beau trésor. On doit partir pour éviter que le kraken ne nous attire. Voici la proie endommagée, le grand kraken va l'engloutir.
Au Festival des Pirates International, module jeunesse, l'aventure commence dès que les moussaillons mettent le pied à bord. Jeux interactifs, cartes au trésor, défis amusants, maquillage, histoire de pirates et de personnages haut en couleur. Tout est pensé pour émerveiller les jeunes aventuriers. Ici, chaque enfant devient un vrai pirate, prêt à explorer, apprendre et s'amuser dans un univers totalement immersif. Un espace sécuritaire, ludique et rempli de magie, où rire, découvertes et trésors imaginaires s'enchaînent sans fin. Le module jeunesse, là où les petits pirates vivent leurs plus grandes aventures.
As I was going over the far famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and I then produced me rapier. Sit, stand and deliver, for it were my bow deceiving. Wisher-in-a-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me. But the devil take that woman, for she never can be easy. I'm a sure-in-a-ma-doo-da-ma-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. to my chamber for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges, and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Musherin-a-ma-doo-da-ma-da, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. It's early the next morning, just before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced me pistol, for she'd stolen away me rapier, but I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Musherin-a-ma-doo-da-ma-da, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, 'tis me brother in the army. If I can find his station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming in Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll treat me better than me own besporting Jenny. Musherin-a-ma-doo-da-ma-da, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, others take delight in the hurley or the bowling, but I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning bright and early. Musherin-a-ma-doo-da-ma-da, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Musherin-a-ma-doo-da-ma-da, whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
4 weeks we've been on sea, looking for a prize. Finally at your horizon, and the begins to rise. Shiver my timber, shiver my soul. Yo ho hee ho. There are men whose hearts are as black as coal. Yo ho hee ho. Shiver my timber, shiver my sighs. Yo ho hee ho. There are huggers as strong as the wind and tides. Yo ho hee ho. Shiver my timber, shiver my bones. Yo ho hee ho. There are secrets that sleep with old Davy Jones. Yo ho hee ho. Shiver my timber, shiver my sails. Then men tell no tales.
Jeder Mensch will wissen, wo das Glück zu finden ist. So schrieb ich auf, was ihr jetzt fühlen könnt wie Blendenschrift. Im Überangebot weiß keiner, was er machen soll. Der erste Schritt zum Glück, mach erstmal deine Taschen voll. Die Schwachen zu bestehlen scheint dir wie ein alter Hut. Wie soll ich sagen, schon seit Jahren fahr ich damit gut. Ich kenne auch Carpe Diem und die ganzen klugen Sätze. Ich lebe einfach jeden Tag, als wäre ich das Letzte. Die eine Sache steht doch felsenfest. Das Schöne ist das Kluge, das man lässt. Drum hör mal zu, mein Liebelein, schon Gott schrieb in die Bibel rein. Seid ihr das Letzte, werdet ihr die Ersten sein. Fingerbreit vom guten Whisky kann man mal genießen. Doch effektiver lässt du dich mit Fusel übergießen. Die Kirche sagt, du sollst im Leben glauben, lieben, hoffen. Ob's glücklich macht, das weiß ich nicht, doch sicher nicht besoffen. Ich bin bekannt für Skrupel, Scham und ruchlose Verbrechen. So frevlerisch, ich wasch mir nicht die Hände vor dem Essen. Ich wünsche jedem Gutes, doch mir selbst immer das Beste. Ich lebe einfach jeden Tag, als wäre ich das Letzte. Die eine Sache steht doch felsenfest. Das Schöne ist das Kluge, das man lässt. Drum hör mal zu, mein Liebelein, schon Gott schrieb in die Bibel rein. Seid ihr das Letzte, werdet ihr die Ersten sein. Vielleicht ist es auch möglich, jeden Schilling fromm zu sparen, sich sittlich zu betragen, um zum Himmel raufzufahren, sich nur mit Fleiß und Ehrlichkeit ein Leben aufzubauen, charakterfest die eine prallen Hintern nachzuschauen. Ich muss kurz überlegen, wie ich das in Worte packe. Das kannst du schon so machen, nur ist es dann halt Kacke. Zudem hab ich nicht die Figur für eine weiße Weste. Ich lebe weiter jeden Tag, als wäre ich das Letzte. Die eine Sache steht doch felsenfest. Das Schöne ist das Kluge, das man lässt. Drum hör mal zu, mein Liebelein, schon Gott schrieb in die Bibel rein. Seid ihr das Letzte, werdet ihr die Ersten sein. Drum hör mal zu, mein Liebelein, schon Gott schrieb in die Bibel rein. Seid ihr das Letzte, werdet ihr die Ersten sein. Seid ihr das Letzte, werdet ihr die Ersten sein. Ja!
Wherever we
waves of waiting and growing. Hard to believe nothing civilized man. The day is to be.
When I was a little lad, so my mother told me to me,
We'll haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
that if I did not kiss the girls, my lips would all grow moldy to me.
We'll haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. We'll haul away,
Oh, we're bound for better weather to me.
we'll haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
Well, once I had an English girl, but she was fat and lazy to me.
We'll haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
But then I met an Irish lass, she damn near drove me crazy to me.
We'll haul away, we'll haul
to me. Way Halloween, we'll Halloween Joe. Well, once I had a catty girl so sweet and soft and tender to me. Way Halloween, we'll Halloween Joe. But she ran off with a Portuguese so rich and young and slender to me. Way Halloween, we'll Halloween Joe. Way Halloween, ho, I'll thrash 'em when I find 'em to me. Way Halloween, we'll Halloween Joe. Well, Louis was the king of France before the revolution. Way Halloween, we'll Halloween Joe. But when he got his head lopped off, it spoiled his constitution. Way Halloween, we'll Halloween Joe. Way Halloween, ho, we're bound for better weather to me. Way Halloween, we'll Halloween Joe. Way Halloween, ho, we're bound for better weather to me. Way Halloween, we'll Halloween Joe.
Oh, Baltimore has been my home since last time I went sailing. But I'll not stay another day. I'd sooner go a-whaling. Whoa, Lord, above, send down a dove with a beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them their books. What sells bad beer to sailors? Paid off me score and then ashore. Me money soon was flying with Judy Lee upon my knee and in my ear she's lying.
You're my first.
Tonight.
Whoa, Lord above, send down a dove with a beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them their blokes. What sells bad beer to sailors? With me newfound friends, me money spends just as fast as winking. But when I make to clear the slate, the landlord says, keep drinking! Whoa, Lord above, send down a dove with a beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them their blokes. What sells bad beer to sailors? Me money's gone, me clothes in pawn, and Judy's set for leaving. 6 months pay got in 3 days, but Fell's Point isn't grieving. Whoa, Lord above, send down a dove with a beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them their blokes. What sells bad beer to sailors? So for one last trip from port I'll ship, but next time back I'm swearing, gosh darn it, I'll settle down in my hometown. No more I'll go seafaring. Whoa, Lord above, send down a dove with a beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them their blokes. What sells bad beer to sailors? Whoa, Lord above, send down a dove with a beak as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them their blokes. What sells bad beer to sailors?
Thank you very much for buying our CDs.
Release the Kraken!
Crack! Release the Kraken! Release the Kraken!
Mon beau Kraken, roi des 7 mers, que j'aime tes tentacules, des profondeurs, tu les surveilles, et dans les froids
la mort il bascule. Toi que des vies appellent en guerre pour une attaque sournoise, tu broies la coque et les trois mâts, l'équipage flotte et tu les noies. Toi que des vies appellent en guerre du fond des eaux turquoises, mon beau kraken, roi des sept mers, du fond de tes abysses, de la fureur tu les remplis, et de la rage à l'infini, mon beau kraken, roi des sept mers, que la mort te chérisse.
Fishermen, fishermen, standing by the sea, have you got a crayfish that you could sell to me?
By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O.
Yes, ma'am, that I do. I've got a crayfish that I could sell to you.
By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O.
Well, I took the crayfish home and I thought he'd like a swim, so I filled up the chamber pot and I threw the bugger in.
By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O.
In the middle of the night I thought he'd have a fit, when my dear husband got up to take a walk.
By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O.
Darling, darling, he cried out to me, the devil's in the chamber pot and he's got a hold of me.
By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O.
Children, children, bring the looking glass. Come and see the crayfish what bit your father's face.
By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O.
Children, children, come and see a trick. Come and see the crayfish what bit your father's nose.
By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O.
That's the end of me story, I haven't any more. There's an apple in me pocket, and you can have the core.
By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O. By the wayside, hi diddly-I-O.
Look ahead, look astern, look the weather in the lee. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. I see a wreck to the windward and a lofty ship to lee, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary. Oh, are you a pirate or a man of war, cried we. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. Oh no, I'm not a pirate, but a man of war, cried he, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary. We'll back up our topsails and heave our vessel to. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. For we have got some letters to be carried home by you, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary. For broadside, they fought all on the main. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we, until at last the frigate shot the pirates' mast away, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary. For quarters, the saucy pirates cried. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. The quarters that we showed them was to sink them in the tide, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary. With cutlass and with gun, no, we fought for hours three. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. A ship it was their coffin, and their grave it was the sea, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we, a sailing down along the coast of High Barbary.
just spread down below. Let it blow, let it blow. Now the powder cakes ignite. Now I hate going out in the storm, but if you really do it right, all the way home you'll be warm. Ha! Our growing flames are dying, so I guess now be good time goodbye. But we'll put on quite the show. Let it blow, let it blow, let it blow.
Hark how the beers, sweet frothy beers, all seem to say, chase them away. Carolers are here, outside I fear, both young and old, out in the cold. Ding dong, my head's a gong, their necks all ring while caroling. One seems to hear from all the beer, words in my head make them all dead. Oh, my brain pounds, hearing the sound, my patience lost, my supper tossed. More now arrives, soon I contrive something so wise, it's their demise. Merry, 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 merry Christmas, merry, 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 merry Christmas. On I drink, I start to think, go get a gun, make them all run. Hark how the beers, sweet frothy beers, all seem to say, chase them away. Carols I hear, bring me more beer, I start to heave, please make them leave. Ding dong, my head's a gong, pain drives me on, wish they were gone. I drink more beer, still them I hear, words in my head, make them all dead. Oh, my brain pounds, hearing their sound, my patience lost, my supper tossed. Still more arrive, I can't survive this wretched noise, my peace destroys. Merry, 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 merry Christmas, merry, 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 merry Christmas. On I drink, and then I think, just close the door, hear them no more. Hark how the beer, sweet frothy beer, the doorbell rings while I'm heaving. Ding dong, ding dong.
Last year, if you didn't know, at Nerdapalooza, Captain Dan and the Scurvy crew signed a uneasy peace treaty with the ninjas.
I don't know, Captain. I think they broke that earlier.
Yeah, you know, those who weren't here, you might have witnessed it.
It was an ambush.
There was an ambush. And that's why pirates hate ninjas. They're always hiding, coming out of nowhere. And I didn't even have any sword, so I had to ram them. This one's about digging for gold.
All right.
Scot-free, show them how it's done.
Yo, it's scot-free, you can't stop me. I've been stealing all your property, just like a game of Monopoly. It's got to be the Scurvy crew collecting all the gold. Under the deck up in the hold is where we keep our treasure sold. That we sold, behold, we the brave and the bold. The slaves will be sold, all they better do what they told. Use the ways of the road to get away with my load. It's a power play for me until the day that I'm home. I got my piece of the bait, increasing the weight. I'll save up enough one day to buy a piece of the state. Releasing my fate, with all you can lose and chilling. When we show up on the shore, I've been doing through the killing. So I'm feeling I'm willing to put my life on the line. I find it a fine time to grab a crowd on my mind. Don't run astray when you know it's the other way. You better dig where I tell you when you live to see another day.
We be digging for gold.
We be digging for gold.
It's a pastime that
Never gets old. We be digging for gold. We be digging for gold. We be digging for gold. We be digging for gold.
It's a pastime that
Never gets old. We be digging for gold. We be digging for gold.
Where did I bury my treasure? I can't remember. Too many X's on the map to endeavor. Did I stop in the Bahamas? Guatemala?
No.
Or was it Nicaragua? Or Barracuda off the coast of Cuba? Was it when I was in Tortuga? Spanish
Smothered with the dragons on the side.
So to find what I hide, need a rhyme to provide me.
Trying to retire.
That's right, X marks a spot of the underground gold. Take 2 steps left, that dead man's cold. Take 2, there's traps when you get to the show. Then 9 paces west, you hit the mangrove. Stop, if you see the sea,
Not too far.
don't drop off the cliff to be a treacherous bar. If you hop off the side, then you big fool bar. If you make it with your life,
Then you surely be scarred.
pyramid, ladies
To the land of the north.
weary independenters, native.
Watch out for the native, Joe.
To the south, see a
Children
children
were free.
look for the X-Men out of
Like Louise, we be digging for gold. We be digging for gold. It's a pastime that never gets old. We be digging for gold. We be digging for gold.
Yarr.
We be digging for gold. We be digging for gold. It's a pastime that never gets old. We be digging for gold. We be digging for gold. Yo, X marks the spot that fills our hole. What? Yarr.
What shall we do
drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises early in the morning. Hey! Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober, put him in a longboat till he's sober, in a longboat till he's sober early in the morning. Way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises early in the morning. Put him in a barrel with a horsepipe on him, put him in a barrel with a horsepipe on him, in a barrel with a horsepipe on him early in the morning. Way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises early in the morning. Put him in a bed with the captain's daughter, put him in a bed with the captain's daughter, in a bed with the captain's daughter early in the morning. Way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises early in the morning. That's what we do with a drunken sailor, that's what we do with a drunken sailor, what we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning. Way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises early in the morning. Up she raises, way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises early in the morning. Way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises, way hey and up she raises early in the morning.
Le 31 du mois d'août, le 31 du mois d'août, nous aperçûmes sous le vent à nous, nous aperçûmes sous le vent à nous, une frégate d'Angleterre qui fende à la mer et les flots pour aller attaquer Bordeaux. Le capitaine du bâtiment, le capitaine du bâtiment fit appeler son lieutenant, fit appeler son lieutenant. Lieutenant, te sens-tu capable? Dis-moi, te sens-tu assez fort pour prendre
premier coup de sifflet, et au premier coup de sifflet, on fit grimper tous les gabiers, on fit grimper tous les gabiers, et c'est à coups de hache d'arbre, et c'est à coups de mousqueton que l'Anglais ramène son pavillon. Buvons un coup, buvons-en deux, à la santé des amoureux, à la santé du roi de France, et merde pour le roi d'Angleterre, qui nous a déclaré la guerre.
Je l'ai croisé, mon petit cœur s'est mis à rêver. La première fois que je l'ai croisé, mon petit cœur s'est mis à rêver. De tendres fleurs et de rivages où nos corps seront emmêlés. De longs et beaux vagabondages, la petite fleur s'est envolée. La deuxième fois sur la jetée, ses lèvres sur mes lèvres sont posées. La deuxième fois sur la jetée, ses lèvres sur mes lèvres sont posées. Un goût de sel s'est baisé. Sur ma bouche j'ai gardé de la chaleur de ses baisers. Mon petit cœur s'est réchauffé. La troisième fois, c'est sur le quai que le vent nous a rapprochés. La troisième fois, c'est sur le quai que le vent nous a rapprochés. Dans ses yeux, je me suis noyé, tant qui pourtant savait nager. La belle, je t'épouserai, si ton cœur tu me le donnais. J'étais marié, mon petit cœur s'est évaporé. La quatrième, j'étais marié, mon petit cœur s'est évaporé. Dans un nuage coloré, nos deux corps ont fusionné. Et dans le fond de l'océan, ma sirène m'a entraîné. De tendres fleurs et de rivages, nos deux corps seront emmêlés. De longs et beaux vagabondages, la petite fleur s'est envolée. Un goût de sel s'est baisé, sur ma bouche j'ai gardé de la chaleur de ses baisers. Mon petit cœur s'est réchauffé, dans ses yeux je me suis noyé. Moi qui pourtant savais nager, la belle je t'épouserai, si ton cœur tu me le donnais.
Aft on the poop deck and walking all about, there's the second mate, so sturdy and so stout. What he is a-thinking of, he doesn't know himself. We wish that he would hurry up and strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look away to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it has fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Down on the main deck, a-working at the pawns, there's the starboard watch, all a-longing for their bonds. Looking out to windward, they can see a great swell. They're wishing that the second mate would strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look away to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it has fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Aft at the wheel, poor Anderson stands, grasping at the wheel with his cold mittened hands. Looking at the compass, the course is clear as hell. He's wishing that the second mate would strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look away to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it has fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Forward in the forecastle head, a keeping sharp lookout. There is Johnny standing, ready for to shout. Lamps are burning bright, sir, and everything is well. He's wishing that the second mate would strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look away to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Aft on the quarterdeck, our gallant captain stands, looking at the sea with the spyglass in his hands. What he is a-thinking of, we all know very well. He's thinking more of shortening sail and striking the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look away to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Strike the bell!
You hear stories of monsters in the waters, endless counts of horrific manslaughter. Sailors tell tales of beasts on the sea. What they don't tell you is that the worst one is me. You hear stories of monsters in the waters, endless counts of horrific manslaughter. Sailors tell tales of beasts on the sea. What they don't tell you is that the worst one is me.
What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? We gotta kill them and grill them, we be the nautical monsters. What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? We gotta kill them and grill them, we be the nautical monsters. Smacking the kraken, and on his flesh we be snacking. The pepper we packin's enough to burn up and blacken. The sea monsters be a meal I agree. Chum in the breeze just fills me with glee. Huns off the keys, harpoons off the beam.
I live off the scream and eat off the scheme. A feast for me party, this is a fate for me heart. Saltwater safari, giant squid calamari, Leviathan chowder and monster crab cakes. Our guns filled with powder blow up serpent snakes. Slurpy mates be the bait, there will be no debate. Throw them over with weights and then the bites we await. To fish giant sturgeons we use them fair virgins. They always be yearning for fresh meat submerged. Whites never put up a great fight. They might if me crew hadn't taken a bite by the night. That's right, what we gonna do with sea monsters? This is what we gonna do with sea monsters. This is what we gonna do with sea monsters. We're gonna kill them and grill them, we be the nautical monsters. What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? We're gonna kill them and grill them, we be the nautical monsters.
I slap Leviathan in his chin, wipe off his smug little grin, send him for a spin back to where he's been. He tried to win, but his eye is thin like the Kraken, who I tore limb from limb, from limb, from limb. On a whim, snapped him like a Slim Jim, much to his chagrin. What a has-been, chase his blood with gin. Sea monsters, just can't win. I've made giant squid on endangered species. Skyla, please, I killed her with these. Sea monsters freeze when they see me on the seas. When it comes to slaying them, I've got the expertise. I'm the greatest terror in all the ocean. Move over Tiamat, this is your demotion. I skinned the Yakumama and turned it to lotion. My rhymes keep the ocean in motion.
What we gonna do with sea monsters? This is what we gonna do with sea monsters. This is what we gonna do with sea monsters. We're gonna kill them and grill them, we be the nautical monsters. What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? We're gonna kill them and grill them, we be the nautical monsters.
You hear stories of monsters in the waters, endless counts of horrific manslaughter. Sailors tell tales of beasts on the sea. What they don't tell you is that the worst one is me. You hear stories of monsters in the waters, endless counts of horrific manslaughter. Sailors tell tales of beasts on the sea. What they don't tell you is that the worst one is me.
What we gonna do with sea monsters? This is what we gonna do with sea monsters. This is what we gonna do with sea monsters. We're gonna kill them and grill them, we be the nautical monsters. What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? What we gonna do with sea monsters? We're gonna kill them and grill them, we be the nautical monsters.
Le corsaire de grand coureur est un navire de malheur. Quand il se met en croisière pour aller battre l'anglais, le vent, la mer et la guerre tournent contre le français.
Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement. Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement.
Il est parti de l'Orient avec belle mer et bon vent. Il cinglait bâbord à mur, naviguant comme un poisson. Un graton sur la mâture, voilà le corsaire en ponton.
Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement. Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement.
Il nous fallut remater et diablement bourlinguer. Tandis que l'ouvrage avance, on aperçut par tribord un navire d'apparence, amantelé de sa bord.
Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement. Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement.
C'était un Anglais vraiment, à double rangée dedans, un marchand de mort subite, mais le Français n'a pas peur. Au lieu de prendre la fuite, nous le rangeons à l'honneur.
Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement. Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement.
Ses boulets sifflent sur nous, nous lui rendons coup pour coup, tandis que la barbe en fume à nos braves matelots. Nous voilà pris dans la brume, nous échappons aussitôt.
Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement. Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement.
Pour nous refaire des combats, nous avions à nos repas des gourganes et du larance, du vinaigre au lieu de vin, le biscuit pourri d'avance et du camphre le matin.
Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement. Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement.
Nos pris au bout de 6 mois ont pu se monter à 3. Un navire plein de patates, plus qu'à moitié chaviré. Un autre plein de savates, un troisième de fumier.
Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement. Allons les gars, gai, gai, allons les gars, gaiement.
Pour finir ce triste sort, nous venons périr au port. Dans cette affreuse misère, quand
chacun s'est cru perdu, chacun selon sa manière s'est sauvé comme il l'a pu.
Allons les gars gais, allons les gars gaiement, allons les gars gais, allons les gars gaiement.
Si l'histoire du grand coureur a pu vous toucher le cœur, ayez donc de belles manières et payez-nous largement du vin, du rack, de la bière, et nous serons tous contents.
Allons les gars gais, allons les gars gaiement, allons les gars gais, allons les gars gaiement, allons les gars gais, allons les gars gaiement, allons les gars gais, allons les gars gaiement.
Come, they told me, pa-rum-pum-pum. The strongest rum to see, pa-rum-pum-pum. All drunk and sweat we
toutes ces manants qui cherchent à nous abattre. Et Maria, ma bien-aimée, n'a même pas 20 ans. Mais pour elle je suis prêt à verser ma sueur et mon sang. J'ai bravé toutes les mers, affronté tous les temps. De la gueule de l'enfer je suis sorti vivant. Certains nous espéraient engloutis à jamais, mais quelques tonneaux de rhum nous ont sauvé la donne. Black Sam Go, Black Sam Go. J'ai choisi le ruida pour faire parler la poudre et balancer au crâne ceux qui veulent en découdre. Black Sam Go, Black Sam Go. Je reviendrai vers toi couvert d'or et de gloire, car le diable en personne a tracé mon histoire. Mon histoire. Je n'ai jamais baissé mon phoque devant aucun galion. Je fais sauter toutes les coques à grands coups de canon. Mais ça, bel ami, n'est pas un ingrat. Si tu le mérites, la vie sauvie te laissera. Ma fortune est immense, je suis un insoumis. J'ai bâti ma légende sur toutes les mers des Caraïbes. Et je maudis à jamais tous les bateaux négriers. Sous le pavillon noir, il y a place pour tous les damnés. Black Sam Go, Black Sam Go. J'ai choisi Louis là pour faire parler la poudre et balancer au crâne ceux qui veulent en découdre. Black Sam Go, Black Sam Go. Je reviendrai vers toi couvert d'or et de gloire, car le diable en personne a tracé mon histoire.
got tales to tell from a faraway land, without both king and noble man, in the grand library town.